So you're going to, are you on? You're going to say, and this I like at the top, obviously, and I'm going to say the word heel before I do anything with this. Luna, heel, little pressure, good. Say the word good. It helps her know, nope, heel, good. And as I get closer, nope, heel, good. Heel, nope, heel, nope, heel, good. 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 Break. Good girl.
Good girl.
Exceptional moment. Keep filming. In that exceptional moment where I had turned and I was coming back towards you guys and she stayed with me without any word or pressure. Shouldn't have pulled right there by accident. But that's when it was kind of exceptional. So I said break and she got to go to you guys. And I knew it was going to be hard as I turn and go towards you. She wants to go there.
Yeah.
So for her to like slow with me, that's a big deal. And so I said break at that moment.
Yeah.
So you say your command, which is heel. This is for all training, by the way.
Yep.
You say your command, then you add your leash pressure, or if you're doing a food lure, it's the help, whatever gets the dog into the position.
Yep.
Say your cue, then add your help, and then use the marker word good when she's doing it. Good. Good. If she pulls ahead, nope, heel, good. Nope, heel, good. Good. Don't do it for hours. Break. Throw the ball. Get her feeling good again. Not like this. Come on, let's go. Get her feeling good again, and then when she's ready, try it again. Heel is ongoing.
Yep.
Don't make it forever right now. Have more play, in between each heel. Like if you have 20 minutes, do like a total of 3 minutes of heel and 17 minutes of play.
And that's where you were the 20 or 80-20.
Yes. Well, yeah, and I've kind of changed that a little bit with an insecure dog. I want her to really like the work.
Sure.
Instead of just
So less
making
is
her do
more.
it. Yeah. And then over time, you can start getting into more of that ratio.
Okay.
But when you have a really confident dog, I'm like, they can do 80%.
Sure. Okay.
But with her, I would do kind of flip-flop it. Let her, I want her to feel good.
30%.
Yeah. Like when you guys were walking over, I'm like, don't make her heel. Just let her go. Because it wasn't a good heel anyway, because she was ahead.
Right.
No offense. Don't take that the wrong way. But like to me, if you're right here healing, I'm the dog. I can see and I know where I am. Like, oh, periphery. But when I get out here, I'm like, oh, what's going on out in the world? Right? And that's when I get distracted by things. So heel is by you. I mean, heel's going to be from you guys.
Yep.
Yeah. And I use heel in such a way as if we're off leash hiking and there's a dog on a leash and I'm like, oh, clearly they don't want to meet this dog. So I'm going to say, Luna, come, Luna, heel. And we're going to heel for like 50 paces past the dog. And I'll say break and she can go do her thing again. That's how I like it, huh? You're a good girl. You want a treat? You want a treat? You like these. You like those. And so if you're using food as a reward, which I'm just feeding her now because she's insecure and I'm like making her do stuff. But it's okay to use food, but I don't want to be like, okay, sit, great, there it is. I want to be sit, yay, and then feed, and build her up in that reward phase.
As a reward.
Yep, or food, but just use it as make her feel good in that reward phase. So when I say good, like in that heel, it's like I'm saying, it's super flat, correct.
Yep.
And I like right that moment, good. Like that's where I want it. Good. Not good girl. That's a whole other, that's me saying, way, cool, you're doing it. Yeah, you're doing it. But me saying good is correct. And I'm literally marking the moment when she pulls ahead and comes back and it's like, good, right there. Nope, good. Nope, good. And she starts to hear, she's like, okay, I know where the sweet spot is. And this can be transferred to anything else you're teaching her.
Sure.
So when you do say, nope, get off me kind of thing, and she moves back, just say good. But if you add the hand, she's like going to go to the hand. So just kind of use good and nope as like you're doing, like I said, the hot cold game. I did say that to you guys, right? Yep. So just make sure if you're trying to get me to touch this crack and I go this way, you say cold, warm,
Or like,
cold.
no, good.
Yep, exactly. hot. Exactly. So you're kind of giving her these flat-lined, monotone goods and nopes. If she were really confident, I might be more like, nope, you know, a little bit more, because she would need that, a little bit more heady, but a pretty instigate.
But when she's not listening either.
Yeah, I mean, at home when she gets all sassy, you could be like, you don't have to be so nope. You could be like, nope. You can change your tone a little bit. So see how she's sitting on you? I would say nope. And the thing is, don't move yet. Don't move yet, Buddhist. But you're gonna say nope, and I don't want you to necessarily move. I kind of want you to get her off of you. And maybe I would probably start with this other term, meaning, like I say to Tioga, hit the road. I would just say get, like go on get.
Or off or something.
Yeah.
Get?
Yeah. You could say off, like off.
Because
So-
when she jumps, that could be a good one.
Yeah. So say off and then really shuffle your foot. So she has, and then say off and shuffle your foot.
Off.
And now say good.
Good.
And see how I helped with the little prong collar there?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want you to move. I wanted her to move. It's a whole different.
Yeah.
Say nope.
Off.
Off. Yep. And then good when she's not on your foot anymore. So it's going to help her be clear with boundaries. Nope. It's just I don't want her to expect to cuddle you. I want you to say nope, and get.
Get?
Off.
Walk into her
Let's
or
use
off.
Get or
Whatever.
you
Off.
use.
I like.
One, yeah,
I think
fine.
yeah, and off is pretty good too. So either one. Get her off. Get her off. Get it?
Get her
But then now you're like, yeah, nice, Otis. So now you could say, you can squat down and say, Luna, come.
Come here, Luna.
And then you invite it.
Good.
It's different than
Yeah.
her expecting it because she's not expecting it from a good balanced state of
Right.
mind.
But
She's
now-
coming from a sense of insecurity.
And in this
Yeah.
in this instance, if he stands up and she's gonna lean up against him or sit on his feet,
You're going to say get again.
because she knows she
Or
will.
off. Whatever it is. And you guys can have
Good.
separate words. Yeah, exactly. She's smart.
Yeah, she is.
But
smart.
I want her to not expect to come to you, especially because she's insecure.
She did that well.
I know. It was great. Because that's that excitable part when her tail goes up. That's the girl right there. But then when she goes and sort of like that's the excitable part that we want. But then if she had that moment of insecurity right there. Like do you guys see that?
Yep.
Yep. And that's what we're trying to avoid, or not avoid, but we're trying to change that outlook for her. So if she's behind you, you're gonna be like, nope, get
And bring her
or
around.
off, whatever you want to do. And
Especially in social situations like at the dog park, right?
yeah. And you're going to say whatever your word is, off or get, but you're going to like, if she's hiding and you're it, you know, you're going to corral her and say, nope, off, and get her back in front of you. Does that make sense? And right now, let her jump.
Okay.
And,
I'm
and
just
that's-
saying that. Well, I know we'll get that
Okay.
because that's going to be e-collar, and I don't want to start with squashing her because she's already kind of a squash dog.
Okay.
Insecure. Does that make sense? I promise we'll get there, and we might not even need the e-collar because you're going to have a different little bit relationship with her. And I'd rather, if she were super confident, I'd go for it. But I don't like to just squash an already insecure
Sure.
dog.
No,
But I
yeah.
promise.
Okay.
And I'll tell you how to do it. But when you stepped on her paw,
Yep.
that's like at some point you might get to a number that's too high on here by accident, and you're
Right.
like, "Oops, sorry," and you just need to rebuild her and
Okay.
like pull the ball out or do what you did.
yeah,
I just want to remind you of that. So I don't mind when she's jumping when it comes to making her feel confident.
Okay. But just not in like
If we're playing and she's jumping,
good.
it's fine because it's part of the game. So you maybe not want to play with her.
Yeah.
No,
Right,
that's I don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
her to jump on anybody.
Yeah.
That's I mean I don't
But if I'm like, hey, let's go play, and we're in this game and we're
Yeah.
playing tug, it's
but
like
she doesn't know sometimes like when we let
Right,
her out and she
right.
comes back in.
I
she
get
gets
it. We're
excited
gonna
and- yeah.
But
Okay,
if we're
okay.
in the game saying, let's go play, and you're out in the backyard and you're playing and she's jumping all over you.
You shouldn't say no.
No, I mean she shouldn't just be focused on jumping on you. She might be like using it as a tactic to. If you're playing tug, she's like, I'm going to show you.
Sure.
I'm going to pull harder, and you're like, holy crap!
Yeah, no. that's-
You did
yeah.
that. That's the only time I'm going to be okay with jumping. And then
Okay.
when you're like, okay, all done after that 20-minute game, she knows. She's going to know.
No more.
Yeah.
Okay.
If she's trying to feel confident in this tug-of-war competitive game, and she does a little like pawing, you're like, nice, because she's an insecure dog, and if she's going to challenge, it's helping build that confidence.
Okay.
Outside of the game, not okay,
Okay.
especially with strangers coming to visit.
And that's the big
Well,
thing.
or
She
us
jumps on
coming
you.
home, she gets.
So I don't have a relationship with her, so I don't want to be. Well, I mean, I could, and then she's like, "Oh, you suck." But if you can get her to jump on you, and you're not in the game, right? So if she jumps, you're gonna say nope, and then you're gonna grab the little leash that she's gonna be dragging around at your house. We haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah.
You're gonna say nope, and this is it, and she's gonna be on the prong collar, and you're gonna say nope, pick it up, pop, pop, pop. She's gonna be like, whoa.
Okay.
Classically conditioning. So she comes up, nope, you grab the leash, nope, grab the leash, pop, 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 and pretty soon she's gonna go, whoa, I'm not gonna do that again.
Okay.
And it'll be easier with the e-collar later, but you can work on that part now. So what I would do, nice, Otis, I would get, but don't let
Nope.
her, yeah,
Don't do nope.
nope. I mean,
Or can it be nope?
it can be nope, but you guys will. She's smart. I don't care what word you use. I know. Good job. Good job. I saw that. Because it's hard. Because look at her. She's not feeling good again. I mean, she's not feeling good. Yeah. Yeah, you can invite it in. That's better.
See, and they don't like the licking very much, but I think it's like a way of her, like, loving.
Well, I wouldn't.
Well, not when she's
I don't.
nervous,
Yes,
but, like-
not when she's nervous,
but,
and
like, when
I
she's
don't
happy.
like licking. But Kenan doesn't mind the licking, or Roan, and I'm like, I hate the licking. So she doesn't. Tioga doesn't lick me, but
Come here.
you know.
Good girl.
So the jumping now, I want you to get like a piece of parachute cord and a tiny old cheap carabiner, and let her drag like 3 or 4 feet of
Okay.
a lightweight thing when you're with her with the prong collar on, because I don't want you using the e-collar for this. Like, do not. We're going to go into e-collar here in a second. But all you're going to do is, I'm going to put all this together in one video.
Okay.
It'll be easier to watch. Because so you're going to have a short thing, and she jumps, and you're going to, and remember, you're marking that thing, that moment she jumps with the nope. Then you can walk and get the leash and go pop, pop, pop. And pretty soon she's going to be like, I hate hearing that word nope. And then she's like, what am I doing when they're saying nope? She's going to back chain from the pop, pop, pop to what came before that nope, and what came before that was me jumping. She's smart.
Yeah.
If you guys mark the moment she jumps with a nope and then pop, 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 she's going to get it.
Yeah.
And you have to be firm with your pop, pop, pop. She has to look a little like, Jesus Christ. Not screaming, but like,
Right.
"Whoa!"
But
I
there's
hated
something
that.
happening
Yeah.
negatively to me.
Yeah. Not a fun encounter. And then conversely about being excited, make her work, which we will do a little bit of too.
Okay.
You know, but not too much. You'll
Like
start to
throwing a
see the
sit
balance.
and down
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, so
Okay.
actually have her come over here. Now call her back, Otis. And now, sorry, and then have her sit,
Luna, sit.
and then pet. And then say break and pet her.
Break.
Yeah, and then do it. So have her do something sometimes.
Sure.
Because she's looking pretty good. She's not looking poopy right now.
Right.
And that's when I'm like, okay, we can ask for some obedience. I want to ask for obedience when she's feeling good, because she's an insecure dog. I mean, I didn't always train dogs this way. I was kind of like, just make them do the behaviors.
Right.
But I'm like, I care about what she feels like.
Yeah.
And in the big picture, I want her to love life and feel better about being out and about. All you're going to be doing with this e-collar is using the T button right now, tone.
Okay.
Don't worry about these other buttons. We'll talk about it at our next session.
Okay.
Don't press them.
Okay.
The T is tone, and it'll go into stimulation after 1.2 seconds. But hopefully she's
So press and hold.
press and hold.
Okay.
Exactly.
So press. It's a top.
I'm going to say, Luna, come. She doesn't come. I'm pressing and holding. She's still not coming. She's like, I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, we play the drinking games I was telling you, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to go back down. But now if you're at a 7 and I say, come,
It's like a little bit.
Quiet.
well, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it needs to be that little bit of a safe emergency to
Maybe
make
she's
you go.
like me. Maybe it's a 13 or a
Yeah.
12.
And don't get stuck on numbers, because if you're here, if we're standing here chatting, I can say, hey, you guys, let's go. And you can hear me. But if we're at a Vegas nightclub with music pumping, you're not going to hear me whisper. I'm going to be like grabbing your arm, all right, let's go, and screaming in your ear. And that's she might be
And so it shocks out of here or here?
all of them.
Oh.
So she just watched this dog walk by and her ears are forward, and I would probably just say good.
So,
Because she's not nervous
this
about
is good.
it.
She almost barked like yesterday.
Oh yeah.
She'll
So she's gonna see the dog again.
She'll bark, which may intimidate another dog. But do we try to?
No, but see how she's just being normal, kind of. She's nope. I would probably
So
say
that's what.
Nope.
That was my question.
nope. And see how I'm poking her. But then good. Now I'm saying good.
Good.
Because now she's just being normal. Like you don't
So
need to.
we do want to. We
don't
want
want
to
her to
get her
bark, yeah.
not to
Yeah,
bark
nah,
at other dogs.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
And that could be
How
nope.
would we use the collar with that?
Not anytime soon.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. So the collar's just going to be for recall at this
Okay.
point. That's why we're just doing that tone. She might get a stimulation like that, but it's only because I've said come, and you know what it means. She knows what come means.
She does.
So
She
we,
does.
we could use it in the aspect if she's runs out front and barks and we say come and she doesn't come, then we hit the button
Then you press and hold the tone button.
and then reward her when she.
Yeah.
Comes back.
Don't
Okay.
ever be. I mean, if she barks at a dog, you're going to say nope and pick up that leash. Same thing for jumping and say pop, pop, pop. That's why she has two different collars on. I don't want
Okay.
this to go the wrong way with
Sure.
her.
Yep.
And that's why we're just using it for recall, and she can avoid it if she comes the first time. If she gets that little jolt that Otis got, she's going to be like, oh, I'm coming. And so the idea is she can escape this, and that's what we're teaching her. You can
If she
escape
just
the noise and then the zap if you listen the first time. And over time, well, no, she can escape it by returning.
Yep.
She can avoid it by actually coming the first time you guys say come.
Yep.
Or she barely hears the tone and she turns around. So you're going to say come, press and hold, and as soon as she's on her way, like committed, your finger's off.
Yeah.
And then she might veer off and you're like, nope, come, and you're back on and she's committed. Good. You know, good girl, good girl, good girl.
Sure.
So, and then this other bit of this reward phase and play, now we're just trying to change her state of mind in life. Like it
Right.
has nothing to do with the obedience. It's just like,
Okay, so let's
be
just say
a
you
happier
go to the
girl.
dog-
The quit is punishment. Reinforcement encourages behavior. Punishment stops behaviors. Quit is positive punishment. I am adding something super aversive, not like painful, crazy painful, but aversive to make you not want to do that behavior again. It's kind of like what happened with Otis, the jump.
Sure.
However, when I'm not going to get too into that part, but when I'm doing that, when I'm saying come and you don't come, you could have escaped or you could have avoided the e-collar because you know what it means. And we've done this a few times now. You could have avoided it, but you chose not to. I'm not correct. I'm not punishing the dog. But when she goes and chases a deer and I don't want her to, I'm not going to say come. I'm going to say quit. And then she can escape or avoid. Like she's getting, if she hears quit, she's going to be like, oh God, here it comes. I know something's coming.
And the dog bark might be a quit situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, I want you to use more nopes. Don't use quit quite yet. I want you to water down your nope. But quit, I want to reserve for when you're like really understanding what quit means and getting remorse from her. Like she needs to look like it's almost like she moves back from you a little bit. It's like, whoa, sorry. And she's not doing what she was doing before.
Sure.
So if a cop pulls you over, that's like a nope. He's like, nope, you can't go speeding on anymore. But he didn't stop your behavior. He pulled you over and he impeded your freedom and he stopped that behavior sort of temporarily in that moment, but maybe not long term. But when he hands you a $500 ticket, he gives you something, that stops behavior. So when I say nope for barking, but I don't necessarily go into quit, I've removed what she wanted to do, but I'm not getting remorse. If she keeps doing it, like Otis said, then I'm like, quit. And I go into her and I make her like, she either looks sideways with her head down because it's too much. I'm like, oh God, it's too much. And I'm not beating her. I'm just hanging out with her, like, quit and getting this look.
Right.
And she backs up and I'm like, cool, we got it. And right now, I think if you guys try to do it too much, then
It's gonna not mean.
if you don't
We're
get
not
the
getting the
remorse,
security.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't get the remorse and then you go to pet her, it becomes watered down. So just do a bunch of nopes and look for remorse with your nope. You can, but We'll talk more about it in 3 weeks.
Nope.
Okay.
She also does like
Yeah.
But your nope now, from now on, is not like she's not even going to get to roll over because you're going to say nope. You're going to just reach pop, pop, and walk away. So even if she
Okay.
rolls over, she's just going to.
She's not getting the attention from us at that point.
Yeah, you're
Because
not
we
like
do
nope
pet her
down,
when-
nope
when
down,
she's
nope
rolled-
down.
Yeah.
When she's rolled over, we do pet her.
Okay, so why wouldn't you roll over?
Exactly.
So
You know?
what if like okay, come here, sit, and then I say down, and this is what she did earlier. I was down, and then she rolled over submissively, and I was like, nope, that's not what I'm trying to say.
And then I would pick up the leash and be like, nope, get her up out of it.
and then do it again.
Yes,
The right way.
yes. And then
nope.
as soon as she, no, you said nope. Now you can do this. And she's not going to like it. But you guys should do it. This is why I don't, like, do you see, I don't have a relationship with
Right.
it. And now she's going to
okay
go
now,
get clingy to
good.
you guys. You know, clingy to you guys.
Nope.
Nope.
Pop, pop. A little bit firmer. See?
Nope.
And now she's looking for forgiveness.
Nope.
See,
Yeah, well, that's, but she's
And
not.
that's what she.
Nope.
So what is
nope.
this?
Nope. 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 Come on. No. Like, just don't let her just say nope. And, nope.
Stand
Nope.
back up.
Yeah. Good. See how she kind of sat there for a second? Say nope and now right there. Good.
Good.
Not too high pitched. Good. Remember flat. Good.
Great.
I mean this because I don't want her to go, oh, and then get right back on you. Like it's almost like hot cold. Remember? Hot, cold.
Yeah.
And when you play hot cold game with an e-collar, because you don't say hot cold, you use the e-collar for hot cold. Like we play games with this. Us trainers, us crazy trainers. So like Otis leaves the room and Otis and I are a team and you guys are Otis is gonna come back in and I got the e-collar remote and you're gonna tell me what you want Otis to do and I'm gonna get you to go sit on that bench and you have no idea. So you're like standing here with an e-collar on your leg and you're kind of looking at me like afraid to touch the ground. Like, am I going this way? And you get zapped. You're like, no, I'm not going that way. Then you go like this and you're looking at me. You're like, oh, okay. So it's like, I want your nope to be pretty flat. So she's like
Nope.
paying attention. Like, what should I do? Does that
And
make
the, and
sense?
the
Makes
good
sense.
and the goods are just good.
Yeah.
And not.
Yes, because then she pops out of it. Because if I'm going the way I want and I don't get a zap, that's like good. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I do it again. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I go this way and I'm like, oh, okay. That's the nope. Nope.
Do you want to try to keep eye contact with her when you're telling her things?
No, I mean,
So like,
in command. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're working or playing, yeah.
Yeah.
But like right now,
no,
no.
it doesn't matter right now. Like having her sit and then
Yes.
we were having her like
Like, let's go play.
Yeah.
When she looks poopy, don't pet. Let's go play.
Okay.
Let's go jog. Let's go woo! Kind of what Otis is doing. Let's go build her up. Oh, so I can do this, and when she looks at me, and it's not even about eye contact. Nope. Nope. Yes. Do you see what I mean? I can use yes. Hey. Yes. Yes. So yes.
Makes sense.
Yes is, I use yes if you watch the marker video when I'm doing training. So it would be yes, toss the ball.
Yep.
Come, sit, heel. Yes, toss the ball. Toss the ball. Toss the ball. Down. Yes. Toss. So if I'm in a training session, I use yes. If I'm just hiking on the trail and I'm like, come, sit, bike passes, break. Break is like my everyday, but if I'm like, let's do a 20-minute training session, I use yes. Because it becomes this little bit of an endorphin rush. And I want to keep her really excited about what we're doing.
but yes and good.
Good.
Is the same thing.
It
Yes.
kind of are. Well, good is like, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Yes is, yes.
She's not as
She doesn't
scared
know
as
it.
she is intrigued.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah.
So yes is like, you're done, go get it. It's like saying break. Good is kind of like saying stay. I like it. So if I were to say, Luna, sit, good, stay, good, good, good. Nope. Hey, yes. See how she got up with the yes? That's the idea. Yes is like break. But again, if I'm doing a training session where I'm going to be asking for obedience, I just use yes. Like Tioga, I don't really use a lot of yesing anymore. Actually, I'm trying to work on his barking. And so now I'm like pulling out the yes. Because he's like, oh, we're working, we're training. And it becomes this other word. Sure. But it does mean you're done. It's like saying break.
Like, go do something.
Yeah, or like, here, come get the treat. Yeah. So if I'm marking when she watches my eyes. See if I can do it without her. Yes! Hey. Like she's like, how do I get it? How do I get it? No. Yes! Do you see what I mean? Yeah, like she's a smart girl. Okay, let's go into the e-collar. So I want you to have a longer line and a shorter line. The shorter line is in the house for the nope and the jumping on the prong collar. Yep. This longer line is for working on a recall.
Sure. Yeah.
And
so like outside when we go and try to work or not to go out to the highway.
So you're gonna say.
So we could go home today and do this in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe give her some time though.
A couple hours.
Play with her, but just build her back up. So you're gonna say, come. She doesn't come. You're gonna press and hold the tone. If you're on 0, you're gonna have to release and press it again. Release and press it again.
Okay.
And then you're
feeling 0.
No, it's 0.
It's just the tone.
It's just the tone.
And so, but if you it'll go off at 1.2 with no other consequence. Gotcha. And you're like, well, that. She's like staring at the dog and it went off. So I'm just using this. I'm going tone, come, tone, tone, tone until she commits, and then I stop doing that.
Sure.
But later, at some point, you'll put a number on it. Maybe a 15. I mean, she felt the 13, but depending on where it is on her neck, tell her good right now because she's not.
Good girl.
God, yeah.
Just good. For now, because right now, because it was about the dog. It was about not growling or doing or getting nervous.
Barking.
Or that's what I mean. The barking is what I meant.
Good.
So you're gonna say come. She doesn't come. You're gonna press and hold the tone.
Okay.
But if there's no number on it, it's gonna roll off. So you're gonna have. You could, keep pressing and holding it. I don't want you to go to too high of a number yet. And then when she's on her way, you let it off, and you're like, good girl. At some point after like 4 or 5 days, you can roll it to like a 15 and see if it changes, or 20. Because depending on where it is on her neck, like she got that startle, but then the next time she didn't. And I don't want her to be like, I can take that. It doesn't bug me. I want her to be like, oh God, what do I do? How do I make this go away?
Yeah.
She doesn't need to be at a 50, but
Sure.
enough where she pops back. And then the long line is where, remember, I'm like, somebody get the line and actually give her that directional pressure to get her going in the right direction.
Makes sense. Good.
So let's go as we're moving. Come is come. But see how it's hard for her to be in front a little bit?
Well, what do we do about that?
Well, that's just building her confidence.
Having her go in front of us like that?
Yeah, she just needs to be more. No, just overall, like in 6 months from now, she should look very different out here.
Okay.
And that's through all the play and being able to have freedom. That's why I wouldn't heal her a bunch right now. Because, like, maybe at home when she already feels good, but out here, I kind of want her to be a dog. She's not super dog-like in that regard because she's insecure. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, I want her to smell the grass where all the dogs have peed. I want her to see a dog and not growl. Oh, here comes a bike. So, yeah. Hey, come here. Luna. There's some dogs. There's some dog stuff. Like, I want her to smell, like she's not even smelling grass. Which is weird. Yeah, I mean, it's not very dog-like. There she goes. Good. Like, that's kind of more dog-like. So let's go this way. Come on, let's go. Let's go. So it's almost like we're running around, but imagine if we had a toy.
I was just thinking that.
And we'd be chased. Yeah. Sometimes she'll chase a stick, did you say?
Oh, she totally will.
Oh, yeah, so find a stick.
What's this? What is it?
Yeah.
Go get it. Go get it.
Yeah.
Good.
Does she bring him back?
Yes.
But she's not because she's nervous. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, watch the poo there. Well, smell it. You can smell it, girl.
If you want to smell it too,
I know. But conversely from this is having her motivated to want to return to you because you guys are fun. That's where the play comes in.
Yeah.
And not so much petting when she's insecure.
Yeah. Okay.
But getting her to feel good. Come on, let's go. Good girl. Getting her to feel good about things. Yeah. Yeah, nice, Otis. Yeah. So this is opposite of the e-collar, right? And the e-collar becomes more of a safety belt, a seat belt in the end, not the tool I'm relying on. But at some point she needs to learn about it.
Come here, Luna. Come here, Luna. Come here.
And I turned it on. Did you see? That was like, yeah, you got to go. He just called you. And she didn't look as bad. And it's at 0.
Go get it, Luna.
And see that? Like, she's nervous of lots of things. And then if she's not into the play, just drop it. Because we don't want to pressure her with play. Then it's like, well, this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And that ain't fun. Yeah, nice. So somebody over here, watch your legs. We're going to call her. One of you guys call her.
Luna, come on, Luna. Good girl, come on.
So no, you call her on that one. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. There you go. I got these nice things in the pocket. You might as well have them. You might as well have them. Big pictures, we're not doing this over and over. It's like we're outside and you're not coming and here it comes. Do you know what I mean? Not because you're not coming here, it comes. The tone with the number.
Yeah.
And I might be like because she's playing. She's like running and being like, ha, ha, ha. Right? So know where the end of the leash is. The longer, lighter, the better.
Sure.
But not heavy and dragging down. But so she can be 40 feet from you and you're like, I still see the end.
Yep.
You know, or I'm going to be able to catch the end pretty darn quickly and then try it for real with like a 20 or 25. And then you're like, oh, I can pull it. It's right there. I'm going to pull it. And until you pop back towards me, the buttons, you got to be a little, maybe 2 of you together, one person on the button, one person getting the string, the rope, which is what I did. Well, that's what I know. And that's why I was like, somebody get it. You know,
Yeah.
So you tried, which was great. Chris tried, and then Otis, I'm like, Otis, get it, and then it worked out. But it's at the expense of her right now, but she will recover.
Sure.
There's a heel video to
I think
pay attention.
that.
Yeah.
And then watch what I talk about for you guys specifically, and then this recall bit, and then the jumping with the nope and the pop, pop, pop,
Okay.
and then the get or off
And
thing.
the pop, pop, pop should be on the
Prong.
prong.
Yeah. E-collar is just tone right now.
Yep.
With
Okay, so, and then,
collar goes on first thing in the morning and comes off last thing at night.
okay,
E-collar.
okay.
Prong collar is on if you're at home in the house, just around with that little shorter leash on.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But we don't want her to think the e-collar is because she's going to be a bad dog.
Okay.
So put it on. Good morning.
Yeah.
Clip.
Okay.
So even with Oliver and the other collar, do the
Yep.
same thing.
Yep. And then at night, good night. Unclip. Take it off.
Okay.
I mean, we're
No,
really
so
good
if
about
she
not letting her get
bolts,
out,
you're gonna have to.
And
It's
a game
really gonna suck
situation then.
but, right.
because
So then do we turn this up so that she feels, because the
No,
tone,
we
she's not going to
encourage her
pay
to come
attention.
back like we always have.
Yeah, but keep
or if
it
she
on.
doesn't, then walk away.
but keep it toning it until she turns.
No, so we do the tone, but we don't do numbers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm afraid to blast her and then she runs off because she's a nervous Nelly dog,
okay.
kind of.
All right.
And when you get a nervous Nelly, sometimes they're like, geez, and they run away.
Okay.
So it's harder a little bit. So you're just going to be toning the whole time, being like, let's go. Tone, tone, tone. And she comes and you're like, good. And you turn it off. Okay?
That's what the
Pick up your thing and pop it. That's just like,
Okay.
yeah, that's a little better. You're kind of like caressing her.
Come here. Good.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it. That's why I'm like, don't use the word quit yet. We're not
Right,
ready for
okay.
that. And she doesn't necessarily need that. And then if she looks at him again, so watch, I'm gonna go this way so she can see him. I want her to see him again. And then watch what. Good. She looked away. Good. Good. Yeah. Do you see that little tail wag? Good. Good girl. You did that. Good girl. So tell her to stay and see if you guys can all get to the asphalt over there. And if she pops up, you're gonna say nope and bring her right back and make her lay down, like kind of
Without
like
any tone.
yeah, no tone. We're not.
Luna,
That's
stay.
just for recall. Remember, if you say come and she doesn't come, that's when you use that. Otherwise,
Okay.
don't use it.
Otherwise, don't touch this.
Don't touch it. Yeah.
Luna, stay.
Nope.
So grab the prong collar, bring her right back where she was. You can grab the leash. Just grab the leash. Oh yeah. Yep. Bring her back. Tell her to down or sit, whatever.
Sit. Luna, sit. Luna.
And if you're gonna sit, you can. Sometimes the directional pressure.
Good. Stay.
Luna, stay.
So watch her in case she pops up, and you're gonna say NOPE. And if she makes it okay, and you get there,
Stay.
Stay.
if you get there, say BREAK, and then say, actually, just say COME. And I changed it from break to come because I want you to reinforce some comes
Okay.
with excitement. Like I knew she was going to
Okay.
come.
So that would have been better. suited
Yeah,
as
just
a-
for that. Because that's really what we're trying to work on is her recall. And then eventually not having her
And
right
I'm not
from you.
having. I mean, these guys are doing a good.
Same spot.
No,
yeah.
what I'm saying is
So
like,
walk with your dad. You guys all go. Because
Stay.
I want you guys just to be one clump.
Nope. Now.
No, don't worry. Just do the stay.
Sit.
Nope. Grab the leash. Grab the prong collar. Bring her back. Don't be nice about it. Right back to where she was. Stay.
Down.
Stay.
Stay.
And that's just, don't go any further than you were. Like, to them.
Nope.
So you guys come forward. Change criteria. Bring her all the way back. You guys stop there.
Stay. Now. Stay. Stay.
And don't go past them. And as soon as you get to them, say COME, ASAP. Right now. Good girl. So I often talk about playing with space or distance or proximity from things. And it was like I didn't want to keep saying nope to her, but like, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong. I was like, okay, we got to change criteria so she can have a success.
So if
Sure.
it's too far, just change it.
Yeah, just change it a little bit because she was getting more stressed. But it was good. You're like, nope, and you went back and you put her back. And this whole like manhandling a little bit is, she's like, oh, I don't like that.
Okay.
So then she starts realizing he's not coming and petting me. He's actually kind of
Yeah.
being annoying.
Sure.
Good. So that's another way to practice because she really wants to
Yeah.
be with all of you. And you were talking about it's confusing with a bunch of different people. But I was like now having you be a blob.
right.
And
I get
one
that, but
person-
I just want to make sure that she doesn't.
Right.
I mean, if they're both saying come,
Right.
they should be coming to the person who's saying it.
Or just be in a clump. Like
Okay.
the 2 or 3 people. Or whoever starts the command is the one, like don't have other people interjecting.
Okay.
Like if you put her in a sit, then you manage the sit. And I had said, who cares about the down for now? Because I was like, let's get her a win.
Sure.
Again, we're not in a reward phase at all
Right.
during this training session, 90 minutes. But it's a lot on her. So,
It is.
90 minutes of training should be like 10 hours of fun around it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not quite doing that. That makes sense?
Yeah.
You're like,
it does.
but this is why these are kind of hard, these programs. And an insecure dog.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. If we're doing it for
So we should
real,
turn it up to
Yeah.
6:17.
yeah. And if she starts to go, call her back. Watch your string, the leash, you guys. I'm like, I always know what's there. So again, I'm playing with, so call her.
Nope.
No, call her. Come.
Luna, come.
Tone.
Luna,
Tone.
Come.
Keep it on. Get the leash. Somebody get the leash.
Luna, come. Can I turn it up?
No, good. Say good. Good. Good.
Good girl.
Good
Girl, come.
Come on.
Good girl.
Come on. Keep calling her. No. Keep calling her.
Good girl.
That was. You did it, Luna. You you did it. Watch this. Watch, Chris. You're good girl. You did it. So it's not a nope.
Okay.
It's a come.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
the only time we're using e-collar is here. Get her from behind you. Like
Go
it
on.
makes me nervous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want her to trip you.
We don't want her to trip him either.
Yeah. So that was a good example of like there was a little bit of panic
Right.
where you have to be like, okay, what are we doing? We're practicing recall, which is come,
Yeah.
right? And be kind of high pitched. Luna, come. Good girl. You know what I mean? Like, see how here, Luna, come. See, she even got a little excited on my first one. Now she might think it's down there. Like, what happened down there?
Sure.
So it would, right. So eventually you have to generalize this, meaning we'll do it again or do it somewhere else. And then she's like, oh, it's not the water. It's not that hole in the ground. They said come. Remember, she'll backtrack and backlink. What happened before this happened? Oh, they said come. Duh.
Great.
What I would do, I would just bring her down. Let's go down and get some water.
Go on, Luna. Let's
Come on, let's go get some water.
Good.
And don't do it again right now. Come on, let's go get some water. Get some water. Come on, let's go get some water. Get some water. You want to get a drink? Luna, get a drink. Good girl. Get some water. You don't want any water.
Come, Luna. Come. Good girl.